The Galaxy S21 is a flagship phone released in January of 2021, which makes this phone 3 years old. Despite its age, the S21 still competes with most modern mid-range phones, delivering a flagship experience at a very cheap price. Without further ado, let's see if the S21 is still worth buying in 2024. The S21 still looks very modern and premium even in today's standards. The back has a matte finish and is made of plastic. The sides are glossy and made of aluminum. In the bottom we find the SIM card slot, which supports dual SIM and no SD card, the USB-C port and the speaker. The phone is pretty light at 169 grams and is IP68 dust and water resistant. It also comes in 4 colors: Phantom Grey, Phantom White, Phantom Purple and Phantom Pink. Moving on to one of the S21's biggest strengths, and that is the display. While it may be small by today's standards at 6.2 inches, it's a dynamic AMOLED 2X screen. It's capable of 1080p and HDR10 plus video playback, and to top it off we have a whopping 120Hz refresh rate, which makes the phone butter smooth in terms of navigation and scrolling social media. The bezels are slim and symmetrical, and the selfie camera is in a hole punch cutout. It has a pixel density of 421 pixels per inch, and its peak brightness is at 1300 nits. All of those features make this phone's screen leagues ahead of every phone at its price range, and it's perfect for watching content. Speaking of which, the stereo speaker setup enhances the watching content experience thanks to its great audio quality. Here's a test and you'll be the judge. And now, the most important part of any phone, the processor. The S21 comes in 2 variants: Snapdragon 888, available only in the United States and China, and the international Exynos 2100 variant. Both come with 8 gigs of RAM and 2 storage options, 128 and 256 gigs. While the processor is not the latest and greatest, in terms of simple tasks like browsing the net and using social media, it's beyond capable and you'll see no lag or stutters. Gaming-wise, it can play heavy games like Call of Duty, PUBG, even Genshin Impact at high settings. Just keep in mind the phone will heat up if you play for a really long while. Now let's talk about biometrics. The S21 has an ultrasonic under-display fingerprint scanner to unlock the phone, and it's very fast in comparison to other fingerprint sensors found in phones in its price range. The phone does have face unlock, but it's less secure than the fingerprint scanner. Obviously, the accelerometer, gyroscope, and proximity sensors are present as well. The Galaxy S21 has a triple camera setup: the 12-megapixel main lens, a 64-megapixel telephoto, and a 12-megapixel ultra-wide camera. And the photos on this phone are mind-blowing. The dynamic range is great, the colors pop, and overall it's an absolute beast. Video-wise, the S21 can record at 8K 24 frames per second, 4K 30 or 60 FPS, and even slow motion at 1080p 240 frames per second. It's also capable of HDR10 plus video recording. Here's a video sample.
كتقدر تصور كما قلت لكم بال4K مع 60 اطار في الثانيه. الحاجه اللي صدمتني وهو كيقدر يصور بال8K مع 24 اطار في الثانيه. كما كتشوفوا الفيديو راه مستابيليزي. انا كنتمشى دابا
ودي عينت فيديو 4K 30 فريم في الثانيه وضع البرو فيديو، لان الجهاز طبعا فيه وضع التصوير الفيديو الديفولت العادي بتاعه. البرو فيديو بتقدر تتحكم في كل حاجه، في الوايت بالانس، في الشاتر سبيد، في الايزو، فبالتالي بتطلع بفيديو يعني قد يكون اقرب للاحترافيه من وضع الفيديو العادي اللي بيحاول على قد ما بيقدر يبروسس المشهد اللي قدامه بناء على قدراته. ولكن طبعا انت لما بتصور بالبرو فيديو اللي موجود في كل اجهزه سامسونج تقريبا، بتقدر تطلع الفيديو اللي انت عاوزه، وبالفعل بيطلع احسن من الفيديو العادي.
Turn the phone over and you have a 10-megapixel front-facing camera which also delivers incredible pictures. To show you what I mean, here are some selfies taken on the S21. In terms of video, it's able to record at 4K 60 frames per second maximum, and the videos are extraordinary, as revealed by this test.
ودي عينة الكاميرا الأمامية للإس 21، بس ده وضع الفيديو العادي. برضو تقدر تصور برو فيديو مفيش مشكلة. فطبعا لو انت بتعرف تظبط إضاءة هتطلع فيديو أحسن بكتير، وكل ما تكون الإضاءة بتاعتك احترافية أكتر كل ما الفيديو يبقى أحسن. او لو في اضاءة شمس او حاجة برضو الموضوع يبقى لطيف جدا. ولكن ما تبقاش متخيل ان انت ممكن تطلع نتائج يعني زي دي او لطيفة باضاءة السقف بس، لان اضاءة السقف دي اسوأ حاجة لتصوير الفيديو يعني. فقلت اقول لك لو مش واخد بالك.
Just a side note, the phone will heat up when you're recording high quality video, especially in 8K. When the S21 was released back in 2021, Samsung promised 4 years of software updates, meaning that as of the date of this video, the S21 runs the latest Android 14 with Samsung's One UI 6.0 skin, which is known for its stability and customizability. Also, you'll get a bunch of handy features like secure folder, Samsung DeX to turn your phone into a desktop-like experience, and the list goes on. Now let's talk about the battery. Its capacity is 4000 mAh and it supports fast charging at 25 watts, wireless charging at 15 watts, and reverse wireless charging at 4.5 watts. The phone will charge from 0 to 100% in an hour and a half with the official Samsung 25-watt charger. In case you're a light user, as in you do some web browsing, use a bit of social media, do some phone calls, and you don't spend a lot of time on your phone, then the S21 will get you through the day without a charge. But if you're a heavy user who does video editing, hardcore gaming at the high settings, and overall you stay on your phone for a really long time, then say hello to your new best friend, the power bank. And you'll never let go of the charger. Keep in mind that batteries degrade over time, and the battery life depends on the condition of the phone. Unlike new mid-range and budget phones with their 5000 mAh batteries that could reach 3 days on light usage without a charge. So I'm pretty sure one big question was running in your mind throughout the whole video. How much does the S21 cost? For the 128GB variant, which is really common, you'll find the S21 for around $200 in Amazon and eBay. If you're looking for a flagship at a budget price and don't mind buying used phones, then the S21 is an absolute bargain of a deal. However, if you want the same specs with a better battery and a bigger screen, then the S21 Plus might be the phone for you.